We're going to be talking about what the heck is going on with faction rallies. So the faction rallies have been introduced and there are some major problems with them. Basically, none of the season 2 weapons are there except the premier weapon, which is an AR for each of the different ones. Future War Cult for the win.
Dead orbit for life.
And the problem is people were looking for something to collect. So they went to do the Lost Sector glitch. Okay, that's not there. That's fair. You don't want us shooting into a cave. You want us actually experiencing your content.
Yeah.
Right? So then they tried to do the Lost Sector twice and you cannot. You are locked out for 10 minutes after you do one Lost Sector. Even if you go to another one, loot that one, then come back, you will still be locked out.
Yeah.
And it was a throttling that they did to make sure that you weren't farming too many tokens, and it is not fun.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They should not have implemented this fix in any way right now.
Yeah.
Right now, leave the game as it is and only implement positive changes. If your community wants to farm 500 tokens, let them right now.
Yeah.
At least they're playing your game and they're having fun with their friends, even if it's not the fun that you want them to have.
Yeah.
I don't think this change should have been addressed in this update.
It comes back to like what I imagine is actually this huge systemic and really like tightly wound ball of like string that kind of goes all throughout the development cycle, right? Which is that if you think about why might they implement this change, right? And the change being like this throttling of how fast players can acquire tokens.
Yep.
The only logical, reasonable answer that I can think of is that it's a stopgap measure to increase gameplay time, right? Like it's designed to kind of slow players down so that it takes longer for them to get to their goal.
Interesting.
And potentially, I think it's more what I said. They don't want you shooting into a cave or jumping in and out of a cave to get tokens.
But here's the thing: is like, but that's what I mean. Is like, that's what I mean. Is that right there represents what I have said before as a fundamental misunderstanding of what players do in this game, which is
min-max.
No matter how you design your systems, you have to know that your hardcore players in Destiny are going to find the most efficient way to get the maximum amount of reward. How can I get what I want with the least amount of time invested or the fastest? And knowing that, you have to design your systems. And if you don't, you have to implement things that increase the duration of time that it takes to get things done, which is what this seems like this is. And I think like that's a problem. You don't ever want to feel like people are putting in time and effort for a reward that isn't worth that time and effort. And then furthermore, you have to figure out that like, if you know that they're going to min-max all their time and resources anyway, then why not design the system to reward that instead of punish it?
Yes. Totally right, and I totally agree with you 100%. Look back to year 1 Destiny when we could do Vault of Glass and everybody finally got their Galahorns and we would melt the final boss. It felt awesome. You felt that power that you want to feel in Destiny, but you had to put in the time and earn it. And I don't see a problem with that. Yeah. If you were able to defeat Skolas when House of Wolves was out quickly because it was fire burn, you have to get Galahorn. That was 1 week. Change the burn the following week, and that addresses a lot of the problems that you're having.
It's ultimately the main reason why we all made 3 characters.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guess what? You can only get so many Ascendant shards in the Vault of Glass. You can only get so many of this. So we all created, I mean, even Fran created 3 of the same character.
Because he's weird.
Because he's crazy. But he wanted the same, like he wanted a chance at getting the armor to just get the max light. So there's all these things when you look back at Destiny 1, you analyze what people were doing. Yeah, it's like they're kind of punishing people for wanting to play the game more.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. That was a really, really big update this week. So don't forget to get in the comments. CJ is there regularly responding. Fran hops in once in a while, and I'm always there with the salt. So be sure to say hello and let us know what you thought about all the changes from Bungie this week. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. And ladies, too.